Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. UPI reports that President Donald Trump announced a temporary pause to Project Freedom on Tuesday night, less than 48 hours after the U.S. military operation began. Project Freedom was launched to escort commercial and tanker vessels through the Iran-restricted shipping lanes of the Strait of Hormuz. According to Trump's Truth Social statement, the pause was made at the request of Pakistan and other unnamed countries, citing great progress toward a complete and final agreement with Iranian representatives. He noted that the operation could resume if the mediated agreement with Iran is not finalized. The strait has been restricted by Iran since a February 28 attack by the United States and Israel, leading to a U.S. blockade of Iranian ports. Administration officials, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, had earlier praised the operation as a success and a humanitarian gesture, while Iran condemned it as a total failure. The U.S. State Department is also drafting a UN resolution to address Iran's blocking of the strait. According to Al Jazeera, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi held talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang in Beijing. The high-level meeting occurred amidst heightened tensions between Iran and the United States concerning the Strait of Hormuz, a vital global shipping lane. Key discussion points included the maintenance of the current ceasefire and the critical issue of reopening the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran had effectively closed following the outbreak of hostilities. China, a close ally of Tehran, has expressed criticism of both the U.S. naval blockade on Iranian ports and Iran's continued closure of the strait. Wang Yi was expected to discuss potential Chinese support for Iran, particularly at the United Nations, if Tehran persisted with its closure of the strait. Iran was reportedly seeking assurances from Beijing regarding China's stance during President Trump's upcoming visit to China. Conversely, China sought assurances from Iran to avoid any escalatory actions ahead of this significant meeting. The talks took place shortly after U.S. President Donald Trump announced a pause on a U.S. military operation to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz, citing great progress in talks with Iran. Al Jazeera reports that U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a temporary pause to Project Freedom, a U.S. military operation aimed at guiding ships through the Strait of Hormuz. The decision to pause the operation was influenced by a request from Pakistan and what the administration described as significant progress towards a final deal with Iran. This development comes amidst ongoing tensions in the region, with the U.S. seeking to ensure freedom of navigation in the vital waterway. Romania's pro-European Union coalition government, led by Prime Minister Ili Balloon, has been ousted following a no-confidence vote. The Social Democrats, who were allies of Balloun, sided with far-right parties to orchestrate the downfall of the Prime Minister. This political upheaval had a tangible impact on the country's economy, as the leu, Romania's national currency, experienced a significant decline, hitting a record low against the euro in the period leading up to Tuesday's crucial vote. The vote, which resulted in 281 in favor of no confidence and 4 against, signifies a major shift in the country's political landscape and will likely lead to new elections or the formation of a different governing coalition. Al Jazeera. According to a report by Jiji Press on May 6th, North Korea has reportedly removed references to unification from its constitution. This significant constitutional revision is said to have occurred during the Supreme People's Assembly meeting in March. This move suggests a fundamental shift in North Korea's long-standing policy towards inter-Korean relations, moving away from the goal of unified Korea. Further details on the implications of this constitutional amendment are expected to emerge as analysis of the situation continues. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.